Good morning, dear students of class 10. Yesterday we have done Pythagoras theorem and its converse. We have proved them. Now, today we will start the related exercise of these topics, which is exercise 6.5. So, here is the first question. So, first question of the exercise is sides of triangles are given below. Determine which of them are right triangles. In case of a right triangle, write the length of the hypotenuse. So we have given the sides of the triangle and we have to find whether the triangle is right triangle or not. So first of all, you find the square of all the sides. So I suggest you learn the square till 25. It will help you in your calculations. So in this, if we will take the two shorter sides, the square of the shorter side 7 and the square of the other shorter side 24. Their sum will be, let us find their sum. It is 625, which is equal to the square of the third side. So what it means? It means converse of Pythagoras theorem is satisfying here. So we can write since since we know this relation is satisfied that the sum of the squares of two sides is equal to the square of the third side, then we can say by converse of BPT, by converse of PGT, Pythagoras theorem, we can say triangle is right triangle, and at the same time which of the angle will be 90 degrees. So let us make the figure. This is 25, this is 7, this is 24. Okay, so which is the side which can be the hypotenuse? You know hypotenuse is the longest side, so 25 centimeter will be the hypotenuse as the question has asked. So we can write and hypotenuse of this triangle is equal to 25 centimeter. Similarly, proceed to the question number, this second part. The square of three numbers. The square of 3 will be 9, square of 8 will be 64, and square of 6 will be 36. Let us find the sum of the squares of two smaller sides. 3 square plus 6 square, which is 9 plus 36, that is 45, which is not equal to the square of the third side. So we can say again by converse of PGT, triangle is not a right triangle. This is your answer. So this way you can do rest of the two parts, second and third part. So now proceed to question number 2. Okay. So question number 2 is PQR is a triangle right angled at P. So first of all you have to make the figure. We can make the right triangle like this because we know we will apply that theorem. Triangle PQR, which is right angled at P. Right angled at P, and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. PM is perpendicular to QR. PM is perpendicular to QR. It is given to us. So what is to prove? What we have to prove in this triangle? We have to prove PM square equal to QM into MR. So first of all, you know, we have done yesterday that if a perpendicular is drawn from this point, then the triangle is divided into two triangles which are similar to each other, and as well as they are similar to the whole triangle. So we will start the proof from here. We can use the theorem directly. So, but we have to know the sequence. I told you, you will start from the point Q. So, triangle QMR, you have QMP, you have to pass from the 90-degree angle. So, QMP, which is similar to triangle PMR. PMR, and both the triangles will be similar to whole triangle QPR. QPR. Q is corresponding to Q and R is corresponding to R. Okay, this we know. So since this relation we know, now let us check which of the relation we need. So just see PM, QM. PM, QM. So we have to take one of this triangle, and PM again, because square of PM is there. So PM, MR. PM, MR. This triangle. Okay. So this triangle is similar to this. So we will take these two triangles only. We have no need to take this triangle. So that is triangle QMP is similar to triangle PMR. So we can write PM. Third, second. So what is corresponding to it? MR is equal to, we need PM square. So what here should be? Here should be PM, which is the side for the second triangle. So what is the corresponding side of this PM in this triangle? First, second, QM. First, second, QM. So it is by which property? By CPST property. If two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So now you just cross multiply, you will get PM square equal to QM into MR. So we have done. Okay. So note down this, you can pause the video. Okay. After this, we have question number 3. Question number 3 is, the figure is given to you. Here ABD is the right angle at A. So here is the figure, right angle at A. And AC is perpendicular to BD. So it is given. So we have to prove these three relations. In first relation, we have to prove AB square equal to BC into BD. In second relation, we need AC square equal to BC into DC. And in third relation, we need AD square equal to BD into CD. So this is the result we have to prove. So again we will apply the same property, that if a perpendicular is drawn from the point of right angle to the hypotenuse, then this triangle is divided into two similar triangles, and those similar triangles will be also similar to the whole triangle. So we can write, we will start from any of the vertex. So I am starting from this vertex, and I will pass through the 90-degree angle BCA. So BCA is similar to, I have and here. So now I will start from A only. So ACD, and I will pass through C to write the name of the other triangle, ACD. And these both triangles are similar to the whole triangle. So now B is corresponding to B. So we will write B first, and 90-degree angle is A here, and D is corresponding to D. So this is the relation. So now which of the relation we need, we will take according to it, according to the thing which we have to prove. So AB square, we need AB square. So AB and BC, AB and BC. So this triangle we will take AB again, then BD. AB and BD means this is small triangle and this whole triangle we have to take. So triangle we can write from here, since triangle BCA is similar to the whole triangle BAD. So we can say AB, we need AB, and AB in this triangle is corresponding to third first. BD, DB or BD is the same thing, and we need AB square. So we have to write AB, and this AB is for the second triangle. So what is the side corresponding to AB in the first triangle? BC. So it is by CPST property. So we now just cross multiply AB square equal to BC into BD. This is the result. Now for second part you need AC BC. AC BC means this triangle, and AC DC. AC DC, this is small triangle. So these two triangles we need this time. So we will write triangle BCA is similar to triangle second one ACD. If these two triangles are similar, then what you can say? You can say AC upon, what is the side corresponding to AC here? It is CD or DC. DC is there, so I have written DC. So now AC square you need, so AC should be here, because by cross multiplication we need AC square, but this AC is for second triangle. So what is the side corresponding to AC in the first triangle? It is BC. So you will write BC. So it is by CPST property. So now just cross multiply, you will get AC square equal to BC into DC. Okay, so just think about this. Now we have to do third part. So for third part, what the triangles, which of the triangles we need? ADBD. So ADBD means the whole triangle, and ADCD, the small triangle. This time we will take this whole triangle and this is small triangle. So since triangle, the name of this will be ACD, and it is similar to the whole triangle BAD. So now what we need? AD square. So what is the side corresponding to AD? First third BD, and we need AD square, so here should be AD in the second triangle. Second third is CD. So it is by CPST property. Now we just cross multiply to get the result, and you will get obviously AD square equal to BD into CD. This is your answer. Okay, so just have a look and just note down this. Okay, so after it we have question number 4. So the theorem which we have done yesterday, all the 3 theorems are very important. So you have to keep practice for them. Their proofs are also very important. So fourth question is, ABC is an isosceles right triangle, right angle at C. Right angle at C. So you have to take C here, and you can take A and B anywhere, whether here or here. It is an isosceles right triangle, so you know it is but natural AC should be equal to BC. Isosceles as well as right triangle. So what is given? In triangle ABC, angle C is 90 degree, and because it is isosceles, so you will write BC equal to AC. It is given. So what is the thing we have to prove? What we have to prove? We have to prove AB square equal to 2AC square. So how to prove this? So let us take the triangle, because wherever you will see right triangle, so obviously, and the square of the side at the same time. Whenever you will see the right angle triangle, and in proof you will need the square of the sides, you will apply Pythagoras theorem. So in right triangle ABC, apply Pythagoras theorem. So apply the square of the hypotenuse, this equal to AC square plus BC square. So now we need the result in the form of AB and AC. So we will not change AB, we will not change AC, but we can change BC, because there is no BC in our result. And we know at the same time BC is equal to AC. So in place of BC, you can write AC. So BC square will be equal to AC square, because AC is equal to BC. So now you have the required result. AC square plus AC square equal to 2AC square. So this is the question number 4. It is also very easy. Now move to the question number 5. So question number 5 is, ABC is an isosceles triangle. This time the triangle is only isosceles. Okay. AC is equal to BC. AC is equal to BC. So I will make the figure as the previous question, but here it is not given that angle C is 90 degree. It is only given this triangle is isosceles. So in given, we will write in triangle ABC, AC equal to BC, and what else is given? It is given that here AB square equal to 2AC square, which we had to prove in the previous part. So what is the thing we have to prove? We have to prove that the triangle ABC is right triangle. Triangle ABC is right triangle. This we have to prove. So basically, to prove any triangles to be right triangle, we will apply converse of PGT. And if we have given the 90 degree angle, we will apply PGT. So just keep in mind. So AB square equal to 2AC square. You will apply the reverse steps. What you have done in the second last step there, you can write 2AC square as AC square plus AC square. And what you have done in the third last step, you have written BC to be AC. So here you will write AC to be BC. Simple. Since AC equal to BC. So why we are doing this? Because now this is the result of converse of PGT. If the square of one side of triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of two sides, then the triangle will be a right triangle. So by converse of PGT, because we have proved this result, so we can say the triangle is right triangle. The triangle is right triangle. Okay. And which of the angle will be 90 degree? Obviously, it will be the hypotenuse. So this angle will be 90 degree. Okay. It is not asked, but somewhere if it is asked, you can write angle C is 90 degree and AB is the hypotenuse. Okay. So it's very simple. Just note down this. Okay, so one more question we can do. Question number 6. Question number 6 is, ABC is an equilateral triangle. We have ABC, which is an equilateral triangle. We know equilateral triangle is a triangle in which all the sides are equal, and each side is of the measurement 2a. It is given each side has a measure of 2a. Find each of its altitude. You know Thus, students, in a triangle, if three sides are equal, then three of its angles will also be equal, and three of its altitudes will be equal, and three of its median will be equal. Means as many sides will be equal as that many angles, medians and perpendiculars will be also equal. So here we need the length of each of the altitude. So each of the altitude will have the same length, so we can find any one of the altitude. So let us consider I am taking this altitude, I am taking this perpendicular, this height AD. We have to find AD. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem in this, but before that we know the perpendicular from the vertex in an equilateral or isosceles triangle bisects the base. अगर हम यहाँ से कोई perpendicular ड्रॉप करते हैं तो वो बेस को बाइसेक्ट करता है. So by that property you can write BD is half of BC, and BC is 2A, so BD will be half of 2A, that is A. Okay, so this is A. So now we can find AD easily because we know two of the other sides. In right triangle ABD, apply Pythagoras theorem. So apply Pythagoras theorem. AB square, AB is the hypotenuse, it is the longest side, equal to BD square plus AD square. So measure of AB is 2A and measure of BD is A, and we have to find AD. So square of 2A is 4A square. You should not write it like this. Some students write like this and then their answer will be wrong. So you have to write like this in bracket, and plus A square will be shifted here to give minus A square. Obviously it is 4A square minus 1A square, which is 3A square, and the square will be just shifted to give root of this term, and square root of 3 cannot be solved because it is not a perfect square, but square of A and square root and square at the same time, then square will be cancelled by the square root and it will be A root 3. So A root 3 units will be the measure of each of the altitude. It will be the measurement of each of the altitude. So this is the solution. So students, I think it is sufficient for today. So you just keep on revising more and more, and do more and more practice for your perfection. This chapter is very scoring, important and easy because if you know the limited things, you can just extract many of the results from this. So just keep on reading. So thank you so much for today.